Hey, I'll tell you what, we are back up here doing another sheephead show, and I'm not complaining because we had a absolutely ball last week up here catching these giant sheephead. I'm just hoping that we can catch enough big ones to show you, and we didn't get our 20-pounder, but we had some that were pretty close in that 12 to 15 range. I'm definitely putting bibs on this time too because I'm going to get slimed up big time. Shiver minnow, small one. First cast though, I'm loving it. Hey, just so you know, we're not up at the pier, and this is not a mill. It only sounds like a mill and looks like a mill and smells like a mill, but we're not at the pier. Oh, whoa! Shiver minnow versus Ned rig. This just sucks. Fishing for sheephead, worst idea I've ever heard in my whole life. Oh, whoa! That is a nice one. Almost looks like a walleye. He's got so much gold on him.
Pretty fish.
Dude, this is like freaking fun.
This is what we come to the Fox for. 6.
6?
6.5, Larry.
Pretty good tail. Every cast. I love that new fat bottom. Yep, 6 for 6. You're thinking to yourself, what is he doing? Catching sheephead, that's no fun. No, it sucks. You don't want to do it. Don't even try it.
You got another spot, Larry?
I got all sorts of spots. Your spots are better though. I don't know. That is about as cool a fish as you can get.
And it's almost every cast.
Yeah, that's what's cool. And we're looking for a giant. Hey everybody, here is a new bait from Moonshine Lures, and it looks like a shiver minnow. It is a shiver minnow, but if you see it, it's a little bit wider than your typical shiver minnow, so it's got a little different glide to it. It's a little slower. And here's the other part, and I wanted to show you, the difference is that it has a hook in the front too. I just caught that one on that one. So that's the difference between the standard shiver minnow and then the fat bottom like this one. Again, a little bit wider bait, okay? And it has the hook in the front. You got that look on your face.
Every cast. My arms are getting sore already.
Well, you're getting kind of wimpy.
I am.
You need to throw some more tires around.
Right?
I might have the right one. Look at that boil! Don't foil my boil! Loving it. It's a decent one. That's a nice one.
That's a good one.
That's a chubby. Honestly, what sense does it make not to make this like a targeted species? I love fishing smallmouth, and I love fishing muskies, and I let both of them go. And so when you start thinking about sheephead, they're awesome fighters. They're easy to find in most spots. You know, the big thing is this time of year they're up spawning. You know, they're one of the last species to spawn. You know, that's why they really are very important to have in the system. You know, it's probably the most consistent forage that you'll see the young of the year. Again, because they do spawn so late, they're not a bad thing to have in the system. I don't know why people don't treat them with a little bit more respect, because they are cool fish, fun to catch, and they are very important. They're all part of the ecosystem. Saw it in the corner of my eye. Woo! Oh, you got something worthwhile there. What a great way to get more people involved in the sport of fishing than to be able to come out and catch a lot of fish and get hooked on it. Oh my gosh, get in there. Oh my, oh, whoa, that's a net fender. That's a net fender. Well, I'll tell you what, Chris, this is a ball. You know, and a lot of people are gonna say, oh, I can't believe you guys are wasting your time fishing sheephead. Well, don't do it then. I don't care, right? I love fishing, and I love to catch different things. And these things are no doubt battlers. And they're beautiful. You look at the coloring on them, the fins on them. Hey, you love chasing tail? What guy doesn't love to chase tail? And that is a beautiful tail. Hey, what are you looking at him for?
Put your hands on the wall and spread them, guy.
What are you doing up there? Breaking into the mill? You just get hooked up now. What do you got? I got. That's what I got. You got. I got. You got. Whoa, we got. Woo!
I got, you got.
I got. I hope yours going this way. Mine's going that way. Oh, ho, 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 ho! Tanga! I've got about 5 minutes into this fight and have not seen it. I definitely prefer to use a fast action tip because these fish have such a heavy head shake to them that if that rod is too stiff, it's gonna rip that out with that super braid on there. Oh, nothing wrong with the cat, but I wanted the big old sheepshead.
Maybe 8. Look at the build on
That's
this
a nice fish.
Big old belly on her.
Woo! Good banana. Woo! I love gar. That's cool. That's as good as a pike. I'll take a gar any day of the week. Gar are very cool. Look at the mouth on that. You went to a spinner now. Yeah. How would you like to get bit by that?
Pretty cool though, huh?
We're after sheephead though.
Wrong species.
Yep, stop catching everything but sheephead. Right? What do you have that look on your face for? I think you're just having too much fun.
I am. I'm having a blast.
Hey, so let's talk a little bit about Badgerland Tires. When you see the economy going in the direction it's going in, you know, things are getting tight, gas is very expensive. You know, that's kind of the cool part about your business is you guys handle so many used tires and you can save yourself a bundle of money versus buying a new set of tires.
You bet. Yeah, I do a lot of. I get a lot of nice sets of used tires. So hypothetically, you got a secondary car, or you don't want to spend a whole bunch of money on new tires. I got really nice used tires for half the price. And another thing we've been selling a lot of is trailer tires, new and used.
Like for boat trailers?
Boat trailers, UTV trailers, camper trailers, you name it. So that's another plus to, you know, that most people don't think about. First come, first serve. So you blow a tire on the highway, don't make an appointment, just stop on in, come see us, and we'll take care of you.
Let's not steer people in the wrong direction. You sell a ton of new tires.
We can pretty much beat anybody's price, so give us a shot and you won't be disappointed.
Hey, so who's running these tire shops if you're fishing all the time?
I got good managers. I got good managers there. Welcome to the Fox River.
Oh, big walleye. Got a walleye. Never fear. Silver minnow is here. Yes, that's Thomas. Right. Hey everybody, this week's tip of the week brought to you of course by our good friends up at Mike's Country Meats in Tigerton, the finest jerky on the planet. You know, I'll tell you what, Chris, what an amazing morning we had. I stayed with the shiver minnow pretty much all day, did good on that, but you always are doing something different, and you had the Ned rig. So I've never really fished Ned rigs. Let's show everybody at home the proper way to hook up a Ned rig.
We got our jig head, a Ned jig head like this, and your Ned plastic.
Okay.
And I'm threading it through. Obviously they got a catch on here too, which really helps keep this plastic on. I'm threading it through right before I get it all the way on, just to keep that baby sitting there. I give it just a little bit of super glue, and you put that on there like that, and that baby's gonna stay on there the whole time you're fishing.
Hey everybody, again, this week's tip of the week brought to you by our good friends up at Mike's Country Meats, the finest jerky on the planet. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Better fish.
Jig is gone.
Gone. Isn't that cute? Pretty fish.
Ooh, that is a nice one. Like good fins on that one too.
Look at the jig. Gone.
Obviously, we've got two camera guys in the boat. Everybody knows Hunter went to another company, so we've hired Jaron here. So a little challenge here as far as we're gonna let each one of these try to catch a fish while we, if they can get it done before we eat the banana. What do you think about this technique?
Looks good. There, second cast.
Oh.
Okay.
Left hand setup.
What are you complaining about the left hand setup for?
Because I'm right-handed, Larry.
It's not a bad one. We haven't caught a bad one yet today, have you, Chris? I didn't catch a bad one.
4.5 casts it took him.
Get him on hook.
20-pounder.
Yeah, whatever. What amazing morning we had. You know, doing something different is what it's really all about. And you know, you and I talk about this a lot. You're always big into getting more kids involved in the outdoors. I'm big into getting everybody involved in the outdoors. And sheephead, better known as drum, right, are a lot of fun to catch. I guess I don't get it why they have such a bad reputation, because they are a good looking fish, and as long as they're good fighters, and you're always looking for that monster sheephead, right? I mean, that's a cool deal. If you guys out there and gals are looking for some tires, make sure you give Chris a call at
Badgerland Tires.
Hey, buddy, thank you like always. And it's time to go back to the office. It's time for you to go to your shops.
Yep.
Hey everybody, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, what is he doing filming a sheephead show? But I'll tell you something, as you could see, what a ball it was. This is no doubt something that we are going to continue to target because they are an awesome fighting fish. And you know what? Anytime that you can try to catch giant fish, I don't care what kind they are, I'm definitely after them. Hey, I'll tell you what, we have a lot of things coming up yet on this week's show. We have a really cool trolling bite going on up on the upper lakes. I've got some interesting spoons from Moonshine Lure that we're gonna be using, so make sure you guys stay tuned for the rest of the show. Don't forget, it is the 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to you, and I hope you have a great one. We're gonna do something a little bit different today. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go out and do some trolling, but we're gonna be trolling spoons. Basically, spoons are probably resemble a bait fish more than any other type of bait. You think about bodies of water that have a lot of pressure on them, and these fish see a lot of crankbaits and they see a lot of spinners. So we're going out to see if we can do something different and try to consistently catch these fish on spoons. So the big part is to get it in the right part of the water column. And what I'm going to be doing is I've got 2 different systems I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using a 1 ounce bottom bouncer or a 1 ounce snap weight. And it's real easy with a 1 ounce, just double whatever you want. So if you're in 10 feet of water and you want it to go down 5 foot, 10 feet of line. So it's real simple math equation. I'm going to be trolling about 1.1 to 1.4. Keeping them baits, you know, right in that water column. Today we're only fishing in about 6 to 9 feet of water, so it's real easy. There's not a lot of water column there. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be tipping some of them with a piece of crawler and some without, but I got a funny feeling this is going to actually work out pretty good. I guess we'll find out. I always start off when I'm fishing, my outside is always the shallowest, so it's up the highest in the water column. Got a snap on here, of course, so that spoon can rock back and forth. Pretty simple, you know? And again, what I'm gonna do is I'm letting it out. Now look at that spoon in the water. So what I'm doing now is that my outside ones, we've been running for about 20 minutes. I haven't been even bumped on them yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop them down a little bit more, even the outside ones, because that's a walleye right there. That could be a walleye too. This feels like I would say this is a walleye, you guys. Oh, nice walleye, big walleye, come on back here. Big walleye, where's my guy? Baby, I'm loving it. I love when I figure things out. I am loving it. You know, I have never myself, not saying it hasn't been done, but I have never myself seen anybody out here trolling spoons. And that is absolutely, I love it. That's what gets me excited. Oh, look at the size of that walleye. Oh my God. Oh. I love this stuff. Look at the size of this fish. Oh my gosh. Oh. I love it when I figure something out. Look at that. Oh, man. Oh. I'm not happy. I'm ecstatic. 25.5 incher.
Built for fishermen, built by fishermen. Really, that says it all.
It's the family here. It's not a big conglomerate, it's a family.
They treat you feel like you're in a family, you know.
When you put those two together, an amazing product and amazing people, it's just the type of company you want to be involved with.
Not only because of just the great boats, but because of the camaraderie that the Warrior family has.
The customer service is amazing. They never leave you hanging.
So come join the Warrior family.
Chef Josh here, Leroy Lunches, Maple Meeting Place. Today we are doing July's Burger of the Month. And I know a lot of people are very excited and asking about this one. We are doing a bacon, egg, and cheese hangover burger. What I have here is my secret burger spice that I mix up at the meeting place. We're gonna season these burgers and we're gonna take them out to the grill. Put some eggs over easy. Salt and pepper. Well, that finishes up. We'll put the bacon in here and we'll go check on our burgers. We're gonna throw some cheese on them. Nothing but the best sharp cheddar cheese. All right, we're gonna assemble these bad boys. The cheese is all melty. We got some butter on them buns. We're gonna throw the egg on there. Can't go wrong with a little bacon. And there you have it, July's Burger of the Month. Bacon, egg, and cheeseburger. Perfect medium. You guys are gonna enjoy this.
No, weed, I think. No, it's a fish. No, it's a weed. No, it's a fish. No, it's a fish. It's a walleye too. It's a nice one. I think it might be another good one. Yeah, babe. This is a really kind of an interesting deal, is that on this system, there's a lot of fish, like 10 to 14 inches. We have not caught a small fish yet. See how it's in the water? See how it's running? It's not moving back and forth. So there's no action to it at all. See how tight the snap is? It's not a big enough loop in the snap. It's not round enough to let that bait work back and forth like a spoon should work. So what I'm doing now is I'm changing that snap out and going to a wider snap right there. So it's got a lot more room, so that spoon, because that spoon basically was just like a surfboard. It wasn't doing anything, no action to it at all. So I'm gonna change the snap on there, drop it back down, and see what it looks like, and I guarantee it's gonna make a big difference. By zigzagging, what it's doing is it's slowing one side up, in which is dropping the bait down a little bit more and slowing the bait down, and the other side is doing the opposite. It's bringing the bait up and giving it more action. So a lot of times on the turns is when you're getting bit. So when you are trolling, you just never want to just constantly go in a straight line. It is definitely a walleye. See how when you pull the board forward like this, you can just see solid weight. Oh yeah, nice walleye. You know, I'm telling you, look at the size of these fish. They're all big fish. These spoons are just killer. It's our good friends over at Moonshine Lures. You know, we took on this sponsor last year and I was so excited. One of my favorite baits has been the shiver minnow. And Tom has always got very unique paint jobs, and he's always kind of that guy that thinks out of the box. You can always tell it's a walleye because it's just consistent weight. The old drummer fooled me. It's the first time in my life that I've ever been wrong about a species of a fish. What's that? Really? You've seen Jaron on YouTube? Are you kidding me? Come on! I would say today, between the snap weight and the bottom bouncer, that we definitely had more success for the walleyes on the snap weight. A lot of times when you watch your bait, when you have a bottom bouncer down, if let's just say it be a spinner, and you watch that spinner, the way it moves through the water, it'll actually move through the water a little bit different, a lot straighter than when you put like a snap weight on there. What you'll see, just the weight, because there's a lot more bouncer, what you'll see is with the snap weight, it'll actually sway a lot more. Very seldom do I start the day off with all of them have like inline weights on them. I usually will start with one or two of the bottom bouncer, and then I'll always have inlines in the rest of them, or sometimes run a keel sink or two. Again, it's, you know, doing different things really makes a big difference as far as what the fish want. And you know, again, that changes from day to day too. So never underestimate as far as these fish, where they're gonna be in the water column. Really pay attention to your electronics. I mean, they'll tell the whole story, and don't be afraid when you see these fish coming up that high to start setting your baits and stay right above them. You know, a lot of times what I'll do if I'm running, you know, a crankbait, or I'll run like 3 or 4 feet back. But the other part, I run a lot of crawler harnesses, and now I'm getting into running these spoons, is I'll just run the harness straight back 20 feet without any weight at all. And typically that'll put that crawler harness or that spoon in that 2 to 3 foot water column or even higher. So again, and I always run the rods that, my lines, my baits that are up higher, always run them on the outside, because them fish are not going to be affected by the boat. Now, obviously, if they're all at one level in the water column, which does not happen a lot, but it does happen, then I'm going to run them again where I see them. But again, don't overlook them fish that come right up and are right underneath the surface. Hey, like always, I hope you guys are learning things from the things that we do, because teaching you to be more successful makes me very happy. Hey, no doubt we want to give special thanks to all of our military men and women for the great service that they give this country and have given this country, and along with all of our firefighters and paramedics, and no doubt great thanks to all of our law enforcement agents. It is a great day to be alive, and the best part, we will see you guys again next week. Here is,
Hey, gotta have respect.
oh, he's like, look at that.